everyone. My name is Prashant and I'm Indore pass out. So I have a Tushar Jejani with me. So he's a pass out from DU. So he has completed his BMS, and after completing BMS, he has joined IIM Lucknow and he has completed his MBA in marketing and finance plus strategy as one of the specialization. And currently he is working in a like one of the giants in the world in the corporate finance profile. The other things that I like about Tushar, he loves to mentor people. He had trained almost 1,000 plus mentees in the past, and every year he mentors people to get into the B school. Plus, after joining the B school, how you can crack the different internships and also get the best placement available on the campus, right? So, welcome Tushar. Welcome to this session. So, first of all, we want to understand from you how was your MBA experience at IML, and how did then we will discuss that how you have prepared for that, and going forward we will discuss all these things.
Thank you, Prashant sir, for the introduction. It always great talking to students and talking to mentors like you. It helped me learn a lot. So, talking about my IIM Lucknow experience, I would say it's a 2 years of 100% hustle, fun, good times, bad times, but at the same time, it's a lot of learning. When I was there at Lucknow, I was complaining a lot of things about what was working, what was not working, honestly. But today, if someone asks me how was your experience, I can just say that thank you. I'm Lucknow. Whatever I am today, it's been a year graduating from that school, but I can only say thank you to that institute because it gave me a network. It gave me people, friends, people, and mentors. So it was a great experience. Many people just see a B school as a placement agency or a place where you go and only study. It's more than that. Honestly, it's beyond placement and studies. Like it's a place where you will network, you'll learn how to network, and you'll learn how to hustle. Honestly, like today, if I'm sitting idle for like over weekends, I just think like let's talk to people, let's do something, let's learn something. This is something that has inculcated in when I was studying at IIM Lucknow. So these were the few things that I really liked at IIM Lucknow. Maybe it would be similar across campuses, but I can talk about my experience. It was very good.
Thanks, Tushar. So, I also want to discuss about you or want to know like L is classified as hell, right? So, what was your experience? So, is it right or it's just a hype or how? What was your take on that?
Honestly, I was not sure when I was joining. People used to say it helped. So in our introductory or incubation sessions, we got to know that L is known as hell. So I was also very curious to know why was it. So there was some alumni meet happening at IIM Lucknow in 2005 to around 2005, and everyone was every alum there wanted to think about it that hey, X campus is known for marketing, Y is known for consult. So uh, one of our alum decided to say that we are known for our culture, we're known for the rigor, and rigor is equivalent to health. So that was a thing. As I already mentioned about my experience, rigor is something that I am Lucknow will help you to gauge a lot. And like apart from practices, be it the committees, be it the administration, be it the infrastructure, it was to the par, I would say. So nothing from a bad side of it as a help, but definitely the rigor will reach to a certain point when you will just feel like it's hell. But when you will complete that journey, you will just say that thank you. It helped me to learn a lot. And whenever I talk to students who are studying at Lucknow right now, I just say one thing: just try to complete it. And if you'll complete it, you will excel in your life. So that's the thing.
Okay. So, Tushar, I also want to hear from you that how you have cracked like one of the best SIPs at the campus. So SIP is like summer internship for the people who don't know, and and then you have also, I think, converted PPO also. And what was your thought process, how you used to prepare, and for the incoming B school students, what's your recommendation? So you can cover, like, start from that, how to cover the SIPs, then you can move to finals also. So you can go one by one.
Okay, so for with me, I guess I started a little late. I waited for the campus to get started and then I thought that I'll start preparing. That is one of my biggest mistakes because there were three reasons honestly. One, I got a admit letter a little late. I was in the second list. Third was for second was I was too happy that I converted the B school. So I thought like I'm coming from a good college. I'm going to a good college. Why do I need to prepare before it? College will help me to prepare. That was two. And third was that post the result, I become a little casual about a lot of things. So these were the three mistakes. Though things are looking on paper very good for me, but it was not. Uh, basis basis the journey, but outcomes were good. So people never tried asking what were your three biggest mistakes. So these were the three biggest mistakes. I was casual. I was celebrating. I was not have not started preparing before my SIPs. So the day I joined B school, there were plenty of networking opportunities. A student like me coming from University of Delhi, I have never seen a campus this huge. The whole setup of hostel, going to mess, people staying in the building, discussing about problem statements, or maybe just having fun over like throughout nights, midnights, going for walks, etc. So I was not prepared for these kind of exposures and opportunities, but I was also not prepared for my SIP. So when I entered B school, I had to prepare a lot. I have to miss out on a lot of networking opportunities, a lot of discussion over chai or maybe midnight mess meals, etc. because I was preparing. So my only advice to students is why not today? If anyway you have to do it tomorrow, so then start doing it today. It will help you to save a lot of time and you can invest those times to have not better is not the right fun, but fun. Like sacrifice what the fun that you can have today and invest that time to network people in these schools. Like it's a 21-month course where you have 3 months of internship, 18 months of education, and 18 months of education is not a education in the classroom. Classroom will be max 6 to 7 hours. More apart from that, you will sleep for 6 hours, and then it's more to do with networking, going mess with them. The day just starts and ends. I'm like, you will just think that where did it even go? So that was one one of the few things. Second was how should you prepare? So I was lucky enough that my seniors at Sukhdev have given me a lot of resources to prepare. So first is you should have access to those mentors. Second is you should access to those resources that is helpful to prepare for job. And third is starting on time. Though I was late, but at B school I missed all the networking opportunities for first 2 and 3 months so that I can grab a very good opportunity on campus because that is one of the product that one of the outcome that the world will see. How much fun I have, how much friends I will have, how much network I do have. No one cares about it unless I'm working at a very esteemed organization at a very esteemed role. But anyways, that helps me to meet my end. So networking might or might not, but job certainly have. So a good mentor, good access to resources, and starting early. And if you are starting late, then you have to miss out on a lot of networking opportunities, which I did in my case. So these were the few things that are very important. So I always urge students also last year, this year, that if you are planning to join a B school and have already resigned from your organization to prepare to go for a B school or about to resign, just join any of the very good institute like and just start preparing with the mentors because you are just you are just investing this time so that you can have good fun and good discussions when you join a school. So these were the few things that I did it well, uh, uh, by missing out on networking opportunities.
Yeah, so Tushar, can you like elaborate few of the things that what you have did on the campus or what people can start now? So you have already mentioned that you should have access to good mentors, and I think you are privileged enough to get some content from your like seniors from your undergrad college. But everyone is not that privileged, right? So what people can do now so that they can start early and they can get the best, they can crack the best opportunities available on the campus.
Maybe one is like I have also just saw some career booster here. So uh, we should like leverage these opportunities. Like in my time, no one was offering like anything for 5K or 10K. Maybe that is one thing that a student can do. Second is, if you don't want to pay anything, just start reaching out to students who are in B school or who have been through B schools to know how they should prepare. So my idea of preparation is, I will talk specifically about finance here. There are certain subjects like FSA, equity, then your valuation, then your accounting. These are the subjects. Start doing it thoroughly, then knowing about the roles. What are the roles? People say that, hey, I want to work in finance. Finance have seven sub-finance roles: corporate finance, FP&A, then your equity research, markets, IB, and many more. Treasury, for example. Knowing more about these roles, that what does these roles actually mean? Like, I was not sure before my internship that, hey, was it a difference between FP&A or a corporate finance? There is. And these roles are very specific in nature. And when you talk about finance, finance is like you will cover X to Y, not beyond. It's not like that you will get a random statement or a random POV that you have to work on. So that is the three things that you should start. And over the time, when you start doing these things, you'll also have to, I would say, read newspaper. Reading newspaper, people, I often say this a lot, that the cheapest yet the most powerful resource in this country is newspaper. Like you just need to pay 10 rupees a day. You'll get everything that you want to know, and it's a very good start. For example, if you are reading Mint today, you just got to know that something is not, you don't know about mutual funds, for example, but you will only know that you don't know about mutual funds from something when while you will read. So basis this example, like mutual fund, you will get to know about 100 other terms on a weekly basis. Then you can go on internet and maybe learn about it, if not given in your newspaper. So newspaper is will help you to open like a lot of doors in this country, and that will be helpful. So these were the few things that maybe you can do and get it sorted.
Okay, so Tushar, can you like throw some light on like how SIP process looks at the like top IMs or top B schools? And people should know, people think like you already mentioned that when you are entering the B school, you thought that they will give all the resources, right, to prepare and they will make you to crack these SIPs. But according to me, that SIPs starts too early, right? When you enter, you will not be attending like classes not more than 2 to 3 months and your SIPs will be done, right? So how to manage that and how you can like, crack the best SIPs available in the campus? So can you throw some light on that?
Okay, so before like joining a B school, 1 week before, you will receive a mail from the placement committee as well as the placement preparation committee that welcome to the B school. These are the 100 things that you need to do, and deadlines are sacrosanct. And the deadlines are sacrosanct will use in every mail. And even if you miss any of those mails, even if you miss any of those deadlines, you won't able to do those things because there is a strict deadlines. So post receiving a admit letter, B school doesn't come to you, but placement looks closer than a B school. That is what I heard. And why is it that you receive a welcome mail on 10th of April, for example, but you receive how to make a resume on 5th of April? So that is what B school is. And when you enter a B school, your first term, at least I can talk about my experience, your first term is only about placements, because this thing you'll hear that anything and everything that you can do in a B school can be done in other 5 terms, but summer internships only comes once, and the companies that visit summer internships are definitely more, offer better jobs than your final placement. The simple reason is that as an organization, we also want to test the students who is even compatible, and we also want to give that option to a student that he can also gauge those things, that whether he's likes the organizational culture and role. So in your summer internship, we'll definitely see more companies, more roles. So this is one of the reason why SIP is important. And when you enter a B school, you will have to go through with like 25 odd CV reviews. You will have to reach out to seniors. Seniors will have exams. They might not give you slots. You might have to reach out to alums, and that also depends on basis your networking skills. As I mentioned, I was allocating very less time, so over the time, it really like going above me. Like I'm not able to do it, but somehow the culture of L helped me a lot, and seniors helped me a lot, and I was I learned up from the process. But I would say CV is something that you have to prepare on since from day one. Second is over the time you'll also get resources. But the problem is that after 30, 35, or 40 odd days, you will receive these mails from your committee members that, hey, now the companies are coming, you have to attend the PPTs, pre-placement talks of these companies. So now your time is now started into your education, your classroom learnings, your PPTs, your CV making. Your preparation is not working well. These are the things that you have to do, but preparation is more important. So laying down those foundation before B school is easy. And why I excel, because coming from Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies is really held that I learned finance in my undergraduation. People who might not have those touch points in their undergraduation points, they should be worried, and they should genuinely start preparing for those things. So these were my a few takes that how you can crack best SIPs at campus.
So, Tushar, we have received one like doubt, like does a CFA or FRM gives you better chance of getting finance shortlist during placement? So can you throw some light on that?
Definitely. So these were the most cohorted like professional courses in the country or in the world. So this things are definitely will help you to get shortlist, but these things definitely will not help you to get a job. So getting a shortlist versus getting a job is different. When you get a shortlist, you have to prove that you are a FRM or a CFA in those interviews, in those assessments. That is one. Second is there it not only shows that you have completed these courses, it also shows that hey, someone want to make a career in finance, someone wants to make a career in equity, someone wants to make a career in equity or valuation. So showing interest is very important. As a recruiter, if we go to campus as a committee member, if we go to campus, or we ask students to join our committee, we'll also see that hey, this person has done an entrepreneurship course, or this person has done something. So I was also lead for entrepreneurship cell. So when we were hiring students, we also think that hey, this person is really good at thinkings or event organizations, etc. So these experience definitely help.
So, Tushar, I want to move forward on some other parts. So, as we already discussed about CFA and FRM, right? But there are a lot of other certifications I can see in the market, like NISM certification, and a lot of other. So, do you really think that these certification add value, or these just the marketing these companies are doing?
Maybe these are good to have. Honestly, these certifications are not really recognized. Definitely, anything that is done by NSCs and BSCs are recognizable, and you can do those things. But if you want to do something that is definitely being recognized at a worldwide level, the for those things, CF and FRM is really helpful. And if you can genuinely do these courses, it's really good. So the courses that we discussed, there are difference between a short term and a professional courses. Short term courses helps you to fill those gaps. But as a newcomer, the world is open for you. So you should deep dive into those things which are really helpful long and will help you to prepare more from these courses.
Okay. So, Tushar, I wanted like lot of I'm getting a lot of queries like how to prepare for a IMK PGP finance program, right? So, a lot of people will be having interview after this. So, can you like give some tips to these people that how they can crack IMK PGP finance program?
Okay, so here we are discussing the GDPIs of these institute.
Yes.
Okay, so I honestly think that these courses, for example, the courses in BA, for example, which are specific MBAs or PGP programs. So the more or less your interviews 70% remains the same. What you have prepared for others, you can just lift and shift those things. But what is different is the 30%. So here you should have the idea of why not to join PGP, or you want to join a PGP Finance. So it's a either or question. So you have to answer why PGP Finance versus PGP. There could be one reason that you only received a call in PGP Finance, not in PGP. So you have to lay down those foundations in a way in your interview that you show inclination towards finance. My opinion is like if you show the interest to the panel members that you want to learn that specific field, your 80% job is done. So showing interest in that particular field, maybe finance, BAs, or these specific MBAs really helps. So that is one. Second is if you show the interest, the second question is what made you to have the interest. I don't wake up tomorrow and I say that, hey, I love marketing. I have to learn about it. Hey, I like this ad. So why I like this ad? Okay, this is customer appealing. Then I'll go and I'll learn about that ad and then read more about marketing concept. That shows that if I'm interested in something, I definitely learn more about it. And those learning more about finance, BAs, or marketing will help you to answer the basic concepts. And that is a very good start. And that is a very good thing for a professor who is assessing those students. So, having interest is one, learning basis the limited exposure is second, and trying to demonstrate why you are interested in those things are really helpful. So, I would say these three things are really helpful. Just double tap on these things and you will be good to go. Learning never stops, honestly. Like if you are interested in something, you have to demonstrate your interest why you're learning. So you just don't think that you will just go and ace it. You won't. And one advice to everyone, like whosoever is planning to join a B school, every day you will think that you are more smarter than everyone on campus, including your professors. But every minute when you think that you are smarter than a professor, the next minute he'll come and he'll just say that you are just 0.01% of what we have learned in their life. Like many of the students in RB schools have and also have interacted that, hey, I think I'm smarter. You just feel that you are smarter. These professors are 100x more learned, 100x more grounded, and 100x more aware about the situation. So never ever just think that you know more than them. They know, if not all, most of the things. And one minus most of the things is, you know. So that is like he knows 90% of the things that actually exist in the country.
Okay. So, Tushar, you will be having a lot of friends who are engineers, right? And they would have made careers in finance. So, what's your take on like engineers going into the finance? Do they get any advantage, disadvantage? So, what's your take on that?
Okay, so surprisingly, I have all my friends were engineers. I was the only non-engineer of my group, and I really love. Uh, I still love talking to them, interacting to them because they're very different. They're so. I'll tell you. I say that MBA of 2 years is really hustle, uh, day and night working. They've already lived this life in their campus, so they are way ahead than us. So now talking about engineers and finance, I would say one thing that is a union between finance and engineers are numbers. So they are very good with numbers. These days I've seen that Bits Pilani and these schools have the minors in finance, so they come with some knowledge of FSAs and valuation. But if you have not, then you definitely have to explore and demonstrate. As I said, there are three things. You want to do finance, that shows that hey, you have interest in finance. Now go back and learn why you have interest in finance, then learn those concepts and come back and demonstrate those interest in with while with the concepts. So just the three things, like a framework, not a framework, but it helped me a lot. If I'm interested in something, I'll go back, learn about it, that why do I have interest. That is one. Second is learn about those concepts. If we are talking about finance, why do I have interest in finance? I have interest in finance because I've first interacted with the subject finance when I was doing this course of financial modeling and algorithm trading. I went back, I learned more about it. I realized that hey, that course helped me to gain more interest. Then I learned more about finance in my electives at Shahi Sukhdev College of Business Studies. In my interviews, I went back, shared that got interest from BSc course. Second, and these are the many things I have learned in my electives, demonstrated it in my interview, got into a preschool, again demonstrated the same thing in my interview, got a job working in that job. So this is cyclic. You just don't say that hey, I want to work in finance. They will ask why. They'll ask why. There are five whys to it, and you have to answer all the five whys. So these were my takes. And engineers can do marketing. Marketing person. I've seen people coming with CFAs, CA, working with like HULs and Mondelez or the worlds in marketing. Not because they got that job, they because they are interested in those jobs. So these were my takes.
Okay. So Tushar, for thanks for your time. So we like me, Tushar Jijani sir, Subham sir are going to organize a career booster workshop starting from 1st of May. If people want to like kickstart their SIP journey or their placement journey, they can join us from the 1st of May. Details are already shared in the comment box. If you are facing any difficulty in enrolling or if you want to know about the career booster workshop, you can reach out to me, Tushar sir, Subham sir, anytime. We'll be happy to help. In case you don't like, Tushar sir has already told that if you don't want to enroll any of such program, then again you can reach out to us, like how like we can at least have a one conversation that how you can best use your first few months at the campus, right? So thanks, Tushar. Thanks for your time. All the best for your like for all the best to all the incoming B school student. They may crack the best SIPs on the campus, and people who are going for the final placements also, they should also be cracking their best placements. If anyone needs any help, we are happy to help, and you can reach out to me or Shubham sir or Tushar sir anytime. Thank you.